the most important thing that may be missing from your understanding of the scriptures? What's the biggest thing that has the greatest potential of impact for changing you, your church, our community, the denominations? What's the biggest thing that could actually unify the denominations? I've been thinking about this for years. There's a lot of things that people debate over on what are the most important things of their faith, of the Bible. What are the most important things in following Christ? And a lot of the things that people argue over, I would argue, are secondary or tertiary, that they are not the primary issues. And the biggest thing that I think has the greatest potential, at least one of them, is the concept of covenant. What is covenant? People hear that they're under the new covenant, that they're following the new covenant, that's what is important for us today. But if the word covenant means nothing to us, then having a new covenant or understanding previous covenants or old covenants, that means nothing. So the first thing that you ought to look at is, what is covenant? Biblically, covenant is contract. A covenant was a contract. It was the agreement that there are expectations between two parties, that there are things that are obligations to fulfill, and there are expectations as part of living under that contract. So if you have a new covenant, one, where was the new covenant instituted? Now, you can't just say it started in the New Testament, because then you would have an issue. And where did that come from? It was promised verbatim. The only place that it says new covenant is in Jeremiah 31. Now, if you read Jeremiah 31, which I plan to go over in another video, you're going to have questions as to how does that depiction of new covenant compare with my understanding or our understanding of that today. So the new covenant and the idea of covenants and working through what covenant and contract is, I really do believe is the biggest thing that we ought to look at. And I plan to go over that in some other videos. Let me know if there's other things that you think we ought to go over. But for me, that is at least one of the top three that we really need to go over to have a better understanding of the scriptures. And that certainly has been the most important thing, or at least one of them, that has really changed my understanding of the whole Bible.